Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be reviewing SummerSlam 2021. This show was honestly not as good as I hoped it was going to be, or I thought it was going to be either. There was a few disappointments, but there was also a bunch of really cool stuff like this. There's some funny stuff like Baron Corbin and everything. But there was also some really annoying stuff, like really bad stuff. But yeah, let's get into it. So before we hop into the main show, let's start off right here at the kickoff show. We had Big E versus Baron Corbin, not for the Money in the Bank ladder, not for the Money in the Bank contract, but just in a regular match. But for the past few weeks, Baron Corbin's been running away with the contract. But finally, Big E beat Corbin, and Big E has the contract back again. And I thought he was going to cash in against Bobby and Goldberg, but that did not happen. But we'll talk about that match later on. Then we had RK Bro versus AJ Styles and Omos, and this match was actually pretty good. Riddle and Randy Orton were definitely on the same page. Like, Randy Orton was showing no signs of turning on him. He was giving him fist bumps, smacking him on the butt, everything. He was doing everything. So Randy Orton's all in for this team now, and this match was pretty good, but I feel like it could have been a little longer. So the way the match ended was AJ Styles was going for a phenomenal forearm on Randy Orton, but then Riddle came over and jumped to Omos, but Omos chokeslammed him on the ring apron or whatever, the side of the ring. Then AJ goes in for a phenomenal forearm. Randy moves, and AJ almost gets hit with an RKO by Randy Orton, but Randy Orton doesn't get it. AJ rolls Randy up. Randy kicks out at 2. Bam, RKO, and that was it. I feel like that RKO was a good RKO. It was a really good RKO, but I feel like AJ would be able to kick out of an RKO. Like, I feel like it ended too quickly. But we didn't even see an RKO on Omos. I thought for sure we were going to get an RKO on Omos since that was the whole story. They couldn't do it. But maybe they'll have a rematch at Extreme Rules, which is the next pay-per-view. And that could be pretty cool. But yeah, RK Bro are your new Raw Tag Team Champions. So far, the show is pretty good. I just said the show is pretty good, but then they hit us with this. We had Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie, which already sounds horrible because not because of Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is a really good wrestler, but her character right now is just not it. And then you got Eva Marie, who's awful at storytelling, wrestling, talking on the mic. She's just not made for wrestling or anything. But anyway, Alexa Bliss won. I predicted that she would win. So right now I'm 2-0 for predictions. And the whole story was Eva Marie was smacking the doll around and stuff. But then Alexa Bliss hit her with a DDT. Literally just a DDT, and that was it. Hopefully the storyline's over. But after the match, Eva Marie was on the outside of the ring with Doudrop, and Doudrop didn't help her while the match was going on. So then Doudrop grabs the mic and says the loser of this match is Eva Marie, because Eva Marie always says the winner of this match is Eva Marie. So yeah, then Doudrop put on Eva Marie's jacket and walked away. And she was like high-fiving the fans and stuff, so I guess she turned face, and maybe that'll be the feud coming up next. Hopefully Doudrop beats and destroys Eva Marie and then moves on and can do something else. But yeah, I don't know. Then we had Sheamus versus Damien Priest for the United States Championship. And this match was okay. The crowd wasn't really into it, which sucked because I feel like if the crowd was into it, it would have been a lot better. They're getting into it towards the end, but there was a cool spot where Damien Priest ran and jumped off the ropes and got hit with a brogue knee. It's not like the brogue kick, but he does the same motion. But he hits him with a knee instead. He kicked out at 2. That was pretty cool. I thought that could have been it. But there was a spot where Damien Priest did that thing where he flips over the ropes, but he like barely got over and landed right on his back outside the ring, and only his leg hit Sheamus. So that was a little scary. But in the end, Damien Priest wins by knocking Sheamus' mask off his face. The mask was protecting his broken nose. Hits him with a kick to the head and then hits him with the Reckoning, hit the lights, whatever it's called. 1, 2, 3. Damien Priest is your new United States Champion. Don't have a figure of Damien Priest yet, but I pre-ordered his figure, so that's coming in soon. I think September or October. But for now, the United States Championship in my collection is on no one because Damien Priest isn't the champ. Or he's the champ, but I don't have him. Maybe I'll just stick it on Sheamus until then. But, yeah. Damien Priest is the new United States Champion. I predicted that, so right now I'm 3-0 on predictions. Then we had the Usos versus the Mysterios. And this was pretty good. It started off kind of slow, but then it got pretty good. We had the Usos versus Mysterios. The Usos won. They double super kicked Ray after Ray went for a splash, and Jay or Jimmy got the knees up. They super kicked him at the same time and did a splash. 1, 2, 3. The Usos are still the champs. And on the day that I'm recording this, it's actually the Usos' birthday. So happy birthday to the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. But yeah, this match was pretty good. Then after that, we thought we were going to be getting Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. But before that, we got a weird thing. Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs came out just to show that he was the champ. They started dancing with Pat McAfee, and that was literally it. I don't really know why I haven't, but I was fine because I like his entrance. I love Rick Boogs, Shinsuke, Pat McAfee, all of them, like WSC stage creator said. So yeah, that was fine. And then came the bad part. So Bianca made her entrance first, which is weird because she's the champ. So I was like, okay, why is she making her entrance first? My sister said that to me. I was like, yeah, that's right. So then Greg Hamilton comes in the ring and says Sasha Banks can't compete. So we're like, what? Because there was rumors about that, but I was like, I'm not paying attention because they didn't even say anything about it until now. So then he says the replacement will be Carmella. Carmella comes out and we're like, what? Because Bianca literally just beat her the day before on SmackDown. So then we're like, oh, come on. And then Becky Lynch's music hits. It's a good moment. Becky Lynch is finally back. She comes in the ring and I'm like, oh, it's going to be a triple threat match. That way, if Becky does win the belt, at least Bianca looks strong so because Carmella can take the pin or tap out or something. But no, Becky attacks Carmella, throws her out of the ring, then challenges Bianca. Bianca says yes. Becky goes for a handshake. Bianca tries to shake her hand, and Becky slaps her, hits her with a manhandle slam, the stupidest move ever. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. The end of Bianca Belair's first title reign that she started by winning the Royal Rumble and then main eventing WrestleMania 37 Night 1 against Sasha Banks. And she lost the title in 26 seconds from 2 moves, a slap and a rock bottom? Are you kidding? All to someone who hasn't even been here for a year and a half. Like, I like Becky Lynch. But that's so stupid. And then we had Charlotte win the Raw Women's Championship. Like, Becky could have attacked Charlotte. Why did she go for the SmackDown Women's Championship? I guess because Seth Rollins is on there. But who cares? Becky should not have won. I'm going to say that. That was so stupid. Bianca should still be the champ. They did her so dirty. But whatever, let's move on. That's so dumb. Then we had Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal. I didn't pay attention to this match at all. I didn't care. Drew McIntyre won with the Claymore, and that was it. And then after the match, Shanky and Veer came in, and Drew McIntyre tried to hit him with a sword, but he completely missed. But he was saying it was like this close, but he like completely missed him. I don't know what that was about, but whatever. Then we got Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley versus Nikki ASH for the Raw Women's Championship, and this match was honestly better than I thought it would be. I mean, of course it's gonna be good. Charlotte's awesome in the ring. Rhea Ripley's pretty good, and Nikki ASH is improving. But Nikki ASH was actually really good in this match. There was a cool spot where Charlotte did like the corkscrew moonsault off the top rope, and she landed like right on Nikki ASH's head. Like her knee hit her right in the face because they were too close to the barricade. But at the end, Charlotte Flair puts Nikki ASH in the figure 8, and you kept seeing Rhea Ripley's hand on the thing because they were showing it, and I thought, okay, she's gonna grab Nikki ASH or like she's gonna break it over something, but no, Nikki ASH taps out, and that's it. Charlotte Flair, of course, is the new Raw Women's Champion. Surprise, surprise, that's like her 7,000th reign. But being honest, I'm pretty sure that's her 14th reign, I think. Like, what was the point? That's just a waste of a Money in the Bank contract because, one, you give it to Nikki ASH, who pinned Charlotte Flair the night after getting it. So Rhea Ripley's reign ended for Charlotte to hold the title for 1 day. Then Nikki ASH holds it for a little bit over a month, just to lose it back to the person she cashed in on. That shows that her title win was a fluke. She's won like no matches since winning the title. And then now the Money in the Bank briefcase, who could have gone to Liv Morgan, Zelina Vega, any of them, is wasted because Nikki ASH cashed in and lost it a month later. Whatever, moving on. Then we had the match of the night. We had Edge versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins came out in this cool pirate gear. That was cool. But then Seth Rollins is in the middle of the ring, like laughing, waiting for Edge. And then the Broods theme hits, not just the intro, but the actual thing. Edge rises with the fire and the glasses on and everything. He's going crazy. He walks down the ramp, and then the lights turn off. You think you know me. Boom! And then he hits the pose he's doing right now, where he puts the fingers in the air and everything. Walks in the ring. He's hyped. He's like giving everyone high fives and stuff. That was a really good entrance. One of the best parts of SummerSlam. And then this match was awesome. There was a part where Edge hit a spear through the ropes, kind of like what Big E does, but he did it to Seth Rollins. We had, of course, the Falcon Arrow stuff off the top rope. But there was a part where Edge was laying on the ground, and Seth Rollins did the Phoenix Splash or whatever, laying on his feet, rolled through, spear, 1, 2, kick out. That was awesome. But then the ending of the match happened. Seth Rollins went for a curb stomp, but Edge flipped over and caught his foot, then dropped him, put him in a figure four, I think it was, or a Boston Crab or something like that. Whatever it was. But then he puts him in the crossface. Seth Rollins gets out of it, but then Edge brings him back in it and starts dribbling his face on the mat like a basketball. Then he puts him into a chokehold, but he like really squeezes, and Seth Rollins taps out and Edge wins. My prediction was Seth Rollins winning, but Edge won, and I think we might get a rematch because, I don't know, the story didn't seem like it was over, but maybe it is, and maybe Edge will face someone else. I don't know who he could face, though, but I don't know. But that was a really good match. Definitely match of the night. Then we had Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg in a longer match than I thought it would have been. It wasn't a finisher fest. I don't think Goldberg hit any finishers on him. He didn't hit a single spear or a jackhammer on Bobby Lashley. He went for it, but he didn't get it. But the whole thing was Goldberg hurt his leg in the match because MVP hit him with a cane to the back of the leg. Then Bobby Lashley was attacking it the whole time, hitting it on the ring post and hitting chops to it, top blocks and all that stuff to it. And then in the end, Goldberg can't even stand, so the referee calls the match. Bobby Lashley gets mad. He's like, I wanted to beat him. So he starts beating him up more. Then Goldberg's son, Gage, jumps on Lashley's back. Lashley flips him over, puts him in a hurt lock, not knowing it was his Goldberg's son. MVP gets in and tells him to stop. He's like, that's a kid, man. Then he gets on the mic and he says, your winner, the almighty champion, Bobby Lashley. There was no way the champ could have known that was Goldberg's son. Then once Goldberg realizes, he's like, I'm gonna kill you. And Crown Jewel's coming up this October, so I'm pretty sure we're going to get Goldberg versus Lashley at Crown Jewel. Whatever. Then we had a part where Miz and Morrison were trying to deliver this like Moist Stick 2.0 or whatever, the big Moist Stick 2000 or something like that. They don't know where it is, and then it's revealed that Xavier Woods has it. He squirts them both. They get out of the ring and they leave. I don't know what the point of that was. And then it was time for the main event, Roman Reigns versus John Cena for the Universal Championship. And this match was good, but I feel like it could have been a little better. They did John Cena dirty. It's weird saying that, but he looked like an idiot. He did all these moves, so many roll-ups. He just got kicked. He just got beat up the entire match. But he hit Roman with an AA off the top rope, hit him through it with an AA through the announce table, hit him with a couple other ones, and Roman just kicked out every time. Then at the end, John Cena did the same thing he did to The Rock, where he mocks him. He did the Roman Reigns, like, ooh-ah, taunt. Got Superman punched twice. One spear, 1, 2, 3, that's it. And Roman Reigns didn't even look tired. He got up and just, it looked easy to him. Like, that was so dumb. John Cena got destroyed. Roman Reigns is literally standing over John Cena, holding up the title, and then Brock Lesnar's music hits, the weird little thing he's got in the beginning. He marches down to the ring, and Paul Heyman is like, oh my god, oh my god. Paul Heyman looked like he's seen a ghost. Brock Lesnar stares down Roman Reigns, and yeah, and then Roman Reigns gets out of the ring with Paul Heyman, and they leave, and Brock Lesnar stands there, and he like puts his hands in the air and stuff. And at first, I thought he was a face. I was like, Brock Lesnar's a face, okay. But then apparently after SummerSlam went off the air, he picked up John Cena and threw him around like a rag doll and F5'd him. Come on, man. That was so stupid. Why did they have John Cena come back. The only reason they brought him back was for money. They only brought him back so he could sell merch. It's sad, but that's the truth. And then he just throws him around, destroys him, F5s him, and walks away and just leaves John Cena laying there like he's like a jobber or something. So that was a little annoying. But Brock Lesnar's back. Becky Lynch is back. But I don't like Becky Lynch's return. They ruined the whole moment with that booking thing. But yeah, so we're probably going to get Brock versus Roman at Crown Jewel. I doubt they'll just do it at some random Extreme Rules pay-per-view. That just doesn't fit. Like, the environment doesn't fit. Crown Jewel, definitely I could see that. But, so maybe we're going to get Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor or Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel, or Extreme Rules, I should say. And then Brock Lesnar will go after Roman. I don't know. But, that was the SummerSlam 2021 review. Not the best pay-per-view of the year. It was supposed to be, like, bigger than WrestleMania. Wasn't at all. WrestleMania was a million times better. But I still think the best pay-per-view of the year was Money in the Bank. But this one was a good pay-per-view. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. The Bianca Belair thing was horrible. Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal was bad. Alexa Bliss thing was bad. Charlotte winning the title was not good. Yeah. But anyway, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.